Joan wants to know,
From one of
can,
us. Go ahead.
can you get them to stop the annoying music when people are talking? And I thought this was interesting because it's funny. Sometimes background music in TV shows is a masterful skill, because
Sure.
if you're paying attention to it, it's not doing its job, right? It's a
100%. Yeah.
but the funny thing is if you're watching a show and they take out the background music, it's weird.
Sometimes I've seen some very dramatic scenes that didn't have it and it was just real and raw,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But I think it's, our music head of music is his job is to, put music in every scene,
And heighten,
take it out, drop
right.
it in, heighten emotion, heighten suspense, heighten whatever it is.
Right.
So and I can't really speak to it because I don't know, like we never hear the music unless you're watching the actual physical produced show.
Right.
Because we don't even hear it when we're doing scenes on stage. We don't hear it. And if we're watching downstairs the feed, we don't hear music either.
Sure.
So, like if there's a dancing scene, sometimes they'll play 10-15 seconds of the music before to the stage, so you can kind of get a feel of what the music is and the tempo. But
Right.
otherwise, we don't ever hear the music.
Well, but it's interesting. This made me think about like all television shows all across the board and movies all across the board.
Mhm.
Underscoring
Mhm.
is a major thing in all those
Huge.
mediums. And
Humongous.
and it's something that you don't normally pay attention to because we're so used to it, and it lets us, it kind of sets the tone for the scene a little bit. Like I know, with a lot of Spinelli scenes, especially early on, or even still, like when you and I would have a scene where like it would be something awkward or like a little quirky, there'd be the
Yeah,
like,
like
and then
Seinfeld music.
but like, and right when you kind of gave me the look, do you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it would punctuate
Right.
that. And it also
Sure.
let the viewer know that this is not a serious moment. It helps define the tone of the scene.
Mhm.
And if two people are staring at each other lustfully, like they're going to play music under there that lets you know exactly what's happening. Like, and it's funny, our brains kind of disassociate, like let that go as normal, right? Normally in our lives, we don't have underscoring, but on TV,
No.
most all TV shows, there's
Everything
some
and
sort of,
commercials.
right. There's some sort of underscoring. But a fun exercise is to, like, well, I don't want to say not listen to the words, but like just pay attention to the underscoring. And it's a funny thing to track because it is not a normal, realistic thing, but it's something that we
No.
have. And
Yeah.
and there have been moments where like I'll get lost in listening to the underscoring, and and I understand what you mean, Joan. Like it can be distracting, but normally you're
Sure.
not paying attention to that, because
Right.
it's not meant to be paid attention to. So anyway, so try it. Yeah. But it is an interesting thing because it is not a realistic thing, but yet it exists in all forms of television and movies. So,
And it's made some of the greatest movies the greatest movies.
oh yeah,
You got like John Williams and Danny Elfman and these guys who just are beasts at it. And
yeah,
like watching a scene without their composing,
yeah.
would be really boring.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.